amongst other things, you'd need a little break of the ball. Is it fair to say you didn't get that?
Well, I think there's a bit more to it than that. But the first goal obviously takes a big deflection, and misfoots Popey. Really, he's coming to get the cross, and it flies off Woody's shoulder and goes in. So you don't want to give teams like this a head start, that's for sure. And then the second goal, it's an unfortunate one, an error, and they punish us. And I think, to their credit, I mean, we know they're good on transition. I thought today they were excellent on transition because the general feel of the game, not massive amounts in it, really. I thought our performance was pretty strong overall. But on transition, they are deadly. I mean, they're arguably, certainly up there with Man City, we know that. Tottenham at times, these sort of sides. As soon as the ball turns over, which we turned over a bit too cheap too many times, which you can't afford to do, of course, against these, and they hurt you, and I thought they did that.
Is the first goal just a freak goal, or can you look at it and speak to maybe some of your players and say, could do more there?
No, not really. I mean, it's Woody may be the only thing. I've got one of my many obsessions is players turning their back when the ball's flying at them, but it's hypercritical. It's him on the shoulder. We worked hard to get back in shape when they break, and it's laid back. The lad's clearly crossing it into the middle of the sort of goal area, if you like. Having seen it back, and it hits him on the shoulder, and it deflects up in the air. And like I say, wrong foot's the keeper. I'm not going to be too critical on players for that. Obviously, a mistake for the second, and too many turnovers when we turned over their play. We don't make the pass. We don't find the moment. Particularly as we got close to their goal, and they do. They punish you, and I thought they did that well today.
Is that the disappointment, giving them turnovers when you know it's such a strength of theirs, and you'll have talked about that endlessly with your players?
Yeah, too many cheap ones, that's all. Because turnovers happen every game. Transition's a massive part of the game. I think it's one of the biggest sort of future points of the game. Working in transition, how quickly you can recover, how quickly you can take the game on to go and score a goal. And I think they do it well, and we know that, and so that's a disappointment to give it away in cheap areas. I thought a lot of the game, we tried to affect them, and I thought we did, particularly in the early parts of the games. They're working with a much higher line this year, and we got in behind on numerous occasions, but you've got to find the moments, and that's the moments that we continue to look to improve on, that clinical edge around the box, but that is often why the big teams are what they are, because they are clinical around the box, and they certainly were today.
Was first goal huge, and you actually had a great chance to score it?
Yeah, fantastic early playing behind, great run from Woody and a touch. He's done everything right apart from just finding the net, and it doesn't quite land for Barnsley. He's worked hard to get on the bits. So that's a measure of the early part when we thought, all right, okay, we can affect this back line. And then, I don't think there was massive amounts in the game until the first goal, and then once the second goes in, it's tough then. These are top sides, and it's tough to break them down then. Their shape's good. I said before the game, I think their defensive units improved enormously with Van Dijk. I think he's a top player. I thought James Tarkowski, mind you, was excellent today. I don't necessarily think it was a 3. I thought they were the better side, and they won the game fair and square, but I didn't really think it was a 3-0. I thought there was more to it than just 3 goals.
Overall, do you think your points return doesn't actually reflect how well you've started the season?
Probably not. I thought we maybe could have nicked something at Arsenal, maybe a point, and I thought obviously a contentious penalty at Wolves. But the mentality's been good. I like what I'm seeing with the mentality of the side, and certainly the fitness of the side is excellent. So that bodes well, and I think their moments, them details. I spoke to the players just briefly there, and that is a massive thing in the game. The details, particularly in both boxes, and they got it right today for sure.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.